I thought my father didn't want to be at home, while other kids had dads at school events and family dinners. Mine was always gone. For years, I believe he chose work over us. I didn't know that every time he left, he was doing it for me. Growing up, my house was quiet. Not peaceful, just quiet. My father left before sunrise and returned long after the day ended. Most nights, I heard the door close while I was already asleep. In the mornings, I heard it again as I tied my shoes for school. We lived under the same roof, but it felt like he lived somewhere else. My mother handled everything. She packed lunches, attended parent-teacher meetings, helped with homework, and showed up whenever the school needed a parent. My father didn't. At school, I watched other kids' dads cheering loudly from the sidelines. Mine was never there. When teachers asked about him, I shrugged and said, "He's working." Sometimes I felt embarrassed. Sometimes I felt angry. At night, I often saw my father sitting alone at the kitchen table. His hands were rough, cracked, and tired. His shoulders leaned forward, like he was carrying something heavy that no one else could see. I thought he was unhappy. I thought maybe he regretted having a family. When I was about 10 years old, I finally asked my mother why Dad was never around. She didn't hesitate. "He's working so you won't have to struggle like we did," she said. At the time, those words meant nothing to me. Work was just work. Parents worked. That was normal. But as I got older, I started noticing things. We didn't eat out. We never talked about vacations. Every purchase was planned carefully. Money wasn't discussed, but I could feel it everywhere. And still, my father kept leaving before sunrise and coming back after midnight. The night I finally understood my father changed everything. It wasn't a lecture. It wasn't a conversation. It was something I overheard and could never forget. By high school, reality started to feel heavier. Books were expensive. Bus passes mattered. College felt like something meant for other families, not mine. My friends talked about campus tour and future plans. I stayed quiet, pretending it didn't bother me. Deep down, I already knew we couldn't. One night during my junior year, I woke up thirsty and walked toward the kitchen. That's when I heard my parents talking. They didn't know I was there. My father said quietly, "If I take more night shifts, we can manage next year." My mother replied, "You're already exhausted." There was a long pause. Then my father said something that stayed with me forever. "It's temporary. Their future isn't." I stood frozen in the hallway. That was the moment everything made sense. My father worked construction during the day-long hours. Physical labor, no guarantees. At night, he cleaned office buildings downtown. Empty floors, silent hallways, machines humming while everyone else slept. No weekends, no holidays, no complaints. When my college acceptance letter arrived, I expected disappointment. Instead, my father smiled. "We'll make it work," he said. On move-in day, he carried my bags up 4 flights of stairs. That's when I noticed how slow he moved now, how careful, how tired. Before leaving, he handed me an envelope. Inside was cash. I tried to give it back. He pushed it into my hand and said, "You focus on studying. I'll handle the rest." During college, I called home every week. My father always asked the same questions. "Are you eating properly? Are your classes going well?" He never asked about money. I thought graduation day was the biggest moment of my life. I didn't realize it was also the end of my father's longest sacrifice. For years passed faster than I expected. College wasn't easy. I struggled, failed exams, doubted myself, but I kept going because I knew someone else was working even harder, so I could. At graduation, I searched the crowd. Then I saw him, standing quietly in the back. For the first time, I understood something clearly, not clapping loudly, just watching. His eyes were full, and his smile was small but steady. This moment wasn't just mine. It was his. That night, my mother told me the truth. My father had quit his night job the week I graduated, not because he was tired, but because he didn't need to do it anymore. His work was done. For years, I thought my father was absent. I was wrong. He was present in every early morning, every late night, every sacrifice I never noticed. Some parents don't show love with words. They show it with consistency, with years of silent effort, with sacrifice. If someone once worked harder so you could dream bigger,